Hello everyone and welcome. Hope you're having an amazing, wonderful day from wherever you are. Happy Friday to you. I am super excited and blessed to be a part of the Adapt Your Life series and share a little bit about myself and a little bit about how we are helping build local community around the world. So I want to thank Yale and Glenn for inviting me to be a part of Adapt Your Life and share some of the tidbits that we're doing here in the Midwest in Kansas City. So a little bit about myself. My name is Dr. Heather Cardin. I am starting my 20th year of practicing. I am the co-owner of Cardin Center for Wellness. Can't believe how fast the time has gone by. I'm also a mother of 4 amazing young men, and I'm the co-chair of Low Carb KC. So a little bit about our practice. I practice alongside my husband. We have a very functional style of practice. What that means is we have a lot of tools in our pocket to help really find what is happening at the cellular level, what is stopping your body from healing and detoxifying so that you can be at your optimal health. So we are licensed as chiropractors, acupuncturists, applied kinesiologists, have a diplomacy in internal medicine. We practice some brain-based chiropractic, do some neurofeedback, ionic foot bath, different herbs, different supplementations in order to facilitate your body to be the healthier version of yourself that you can be. Now, I have to say, about 2.5 years ago, I showed up low carb Vail and never knew how my life was going to change. There I met Yale and Glenn. I was there for some CEUs to meet the diet doctors and learn some of the credible, collateral information that's happening at the clinical level so I could bring that back home. But that weekend helped me find some amazing friends in Yale and Glenn and really inspire me to bring this concept home to my local market, which is Kansas City. If you look at your globe, you will see there's a high incidence of obesity, diabetes, heart disease in the Midwest. So I wanted to surround myself with amazing people that had amazing tools like Adapt Your Life so that we can help our own community be the healthiest version of yourself. So I challenge you to just start a ripple in your community. Start this conversation wherever you are, and then surround yourself with tools, inspiration, Facebook pages like this, the Adapt Aspire video series, so that you can really further your own mission. So a little bit more about how I practice in my office is that we really focus on the core 4 aspects of health and wellness. I'm just going to spend a couple minutes on each of those and then give you some tips how you can start really sharing this conversation in your own local market. So as a functional medicine doctor, we know that, or as a person, we know how important food is for us. We know that's where we derive our energy, correct? So we have 2 fuel sources. We have glucose or we have ketones. We know that every day that we're eating, our body can break down the food that we're eating and it can either cause inflammation or damage, or it can be our own pharmacy and it can make our own natural anti-inflammatory hormones. It can make our own natural insulin. Our body can actually help our DNA repair itself. It can help us anti-age and help us function at a higher level. So if we're choosing a high carbohydrate diet, I will refer to it as garbage. I don't know if that word is global, but carbohydrate garbage, which is non-food items, things that come in boxes that were not grown. We know that if we're feeding our body garbage, it's probably not going to perform the way that you'd like it to perform. If we're eating healthy greens, plant fats, meat fats, healthy, organic as possible foods, that's going to give our body the most success at functioning the way you want it to every day. The amazing thing is when we go to bed at night and wake up the next day, our body's processing, it's making hormones, it's making new red blood cells. Our immune system can either be amplified or it can be destroyed based on how you choose to feed your body. We know that 80% of our body and our disease states really relates back to lifestyle and diet. So reviewing that super quickly is that food gives us energy. If we pick a higher quality of food, a higher fat, low carb diet, we have the best chance at functioning optimally, reducing inflammation, and fighting those diseases of civilization is really what we're all about. And you'll find when you're eating low carb, high fat ketogenically, you're going to eat when hungry. You're going to find yourself eating mindfully, which means you're not going to crave things. You're not going to emotionally eat. You're not just going to eat just to survive that moment. You're actually going to eat and start thriving. It's an amazing thing when that happens. And you can start that any day. Don't wait for tomorrow. Wait for your next meal. Make that low carb, high fat, healthy diet and start feeding your body every minute that you're awake. Not telling you to eat every minute you're awake, but just make sure that you're eating mindfully and eating those healthy foods. So food is number 1 of my core 4 aspects of health and wellness. The second one is exercise. We have to get moving, right? We know that when we're moving, we release natural endorphins. We increase our lymphatic fluid, our movement, our lymphatic fluid. We also know that more movement actually encourages better sleep at night. And we also know as the season changes, our body may require a little bit different sleep because the sun actually tells our brain how much melatonin to make. So if you're a person who maybe lives in a zone where you have sunshine 24/7, or conversely, you don't have sunshine 24/7, then adapt your home so you can actually increase your natural production of melatonin. What that means for us in the Midwest is that we need to turn off our TVs. We need to turn off the lights from our computer. I have a street light outside my home. I just need to blacken that room or shut that door. The same in your children's room. We need to get that sleep. So we need to make sure that we're moving every day, which will help our sleep, and then sleep will be our next one we're talking about. But I want to challenge you to do something different. Choose an activity that you haven't been doing. Maybe you go to the same classes at the gym every day. Maybe you do the same yoga series every day. Mix it up. Volunteer for a group in your community, which maybe will have you do different actions. Maybe getting on the floor and playing with children you haven't crawled and rolled around for a while. That ancestral play is super important for your brain and for your body and for your innate behavior because it helps function all your muscles moving together in that optimal level. So join a different group, try a different class at your gym, grab a friend, get moving, get talking, and don't confuse your activities of daily living for exercise. I meet with a lot of patients throughout the day and they'll say, oh my gosh, I did my laundry, I mowed my yard, I played with my children. That's your activity of daily living. Maybe you're a fitness instructor and you do the same workout every day with your clients. That's your activity of daily living. Maybe you're a referee. That's an activity of daily living. You need to challenge your body to do something different. So you create metabolic confusion, you strengthen different muscles, and you get oxygen to your body at a different level. So first one is food, second one is movement, third one is sleep, which I already kind of tipped on. Did you know that current studies show that adults who have a lack of sleep are 55% more likely to be obese? 55%. Children, 89%. I know as a mother of 4 children, oftentimes with school and activities, it's very hard for them to get the proper amount of sleep. Adults actually need no less than 7 and no more than 9 hours of sleep a day. If you need more than 9, then I would encourage you to take a toddler style of napping in the afternoon for 20 minutes. But 55% of us that are not sleeping enough will lead to obesity. 89% of children. Children actually need about 11 to 12 hours of sleep. So pull those phones away, pull those curtains shut, help get them to sleep the natural way so they wake up and their body can be as optimal as they can be. We know that when we're not getting enough sleep or our sleep is disrupted, maybe your phone goes off in the middle of the night, maybe there's a light when you roll over that wakes you up, we actually can create a hormonal imbalance. So cortisol can be out of balance. We can disrupt our normal thyroid activity. We can increase our aging process if we're not sleeping enough. We can increase fat deposit if we're not sleeping enough. We know that sleep dictates a lot of our moods the next day. Have you ever been underslept or been not gotten a good night's of sleep or changed time zone? It's really hard to be happy that day, right? So we know there's so many aspects of that. We've actually got a study showing that people who suffer from depression, 90% are not getting that 7 to 9 hours of sleep. If we look at teenagers, the same studies show that those teenagers are not getting enough sleep. They still need that 10 plus hours according to the National Sleep Institute. We also know that our performance actually increases quite significantly when we actually sleep better, whether it's a sport, whether it's recalling your grocery list, or if you're an accountant or a doctor, recalling those numbers, those charts, those patients, names, people that you see, all increase with sleep, and our speed of performance increases, whether it's your daily activities or something at your job. We know that when we have better sleep, we increase performance not only at the athletic level, but also at the speed, recall, and cognition level. So black out that room, turn off the computer an hour before bed, turn off that phone. There's some amazing glasses you can get out these days also that help calm your brain down. Make a routine. This is the hardest thing that I share with adults. They can do the diet, they can get the exercise, but creating a bedtime routine is so hard for adults. So brush your teeth, wash your face, maybe read a book, do your meditation, create some 20-minute routine that tells your body, I'm getting ready for bed, and you go to bed, just like we do in children. Every other category of the four, I'm going to tell you to mix things up, create metabolic confusion with your foods, eat different greens, eat different proteins, eat different nuts and seeds, exercise, do something different than you've been doing. If you're always playing tennis, then maybe go try some kickboxing. If you're kickboxing, go play some racquetball, mix that up. So we've covered food, movement and exercise, sleep, and the fourth one is mindset, which actually can be so important. These are not in any specific group, but I just put them across the board for the core four aspects of health and wellness. We know that our attitude dictates so much of the function of our brain. We know that we have more nerves in our gut than we have actually in our spinal cord. So if we know if we're nervous or we're angry or upset, we can cause things like ulcers, acidic stomach, even leading to migraines due to negative behavior or attitudes or stress. So surround yourself with people that are like-minded, that want to be happy. Surround yourself with positivity, not negativity. Does that make sense? So look around, just take a brief look this afternoon and say, are my peer group or is my family, again, if you're in a family, you can help turn that frown upside down. Are we laughing enough? Are we encouraging each other enough? Are we showing enough gratitude? So many natural endorphins and hormones are released when we're happy. How many muscles we use when we're smiling? Are you that person that maybe is more pessimistic than optimistic, like the glass is half full or the glass is half empty? Which one are you? So I'm going to ask you to intentionally be optimistic, intentionally have some gratitude, have that positivity, and make positivity louder. Respecting others and respecting yourself goes such a long way for your overall health of your body. So reviewing what we talked about eating healthy foods, low carb, high fat, ketogenic diet, getting the garbage out, being more mindful, using those ketones, which is our body's native fuel, getting more oxygen, more energy, and eating foods that actually enhance our body's performance, not one that actually decreases our body's performance. Number two, get moving. Change up what you're doing. If you're not doing anything, just start doing something. We know the American Heart Association says that we should move about 40 minutes 4 to 5 times a week or 2.5 hours. That is in addition to your activities of daily living. So that thing on your watch sometimes isn't always telling you what you need to do. So in addition to your activity of daily living, get moving and mix up that moving. Sleep, so important, not only for yourself, but for your family. So set that timer, work on this for a week, getting a proper bedtime routine, getting to sleep as an adult, no less than 7, no more than 9, children 10 to 12, and remove those interferences and stress out of your room or out of your house that allow you not to go to sleep. And then again, surround yourself with positivity. Watch shows that are positive, that are funny, that are family funny. Listen to real music that's inspiring. Read books that are inspiring. Things that make you happy, things that make you laugh. All that will go a very, very long way. So as the co-chair of Low Carb KC, these are the 4 core aspects that we are really trying to implement into our community. So look at your community wherever it is that you live and see what gift you have, what tools are around you that you can combine to help create an amazing lifestyle for the people in your community. I said it once before, a ripple creates a wave, which creates a tsunami. Who knew that 2 years later, after meeting Glenn and Yale at a educational convention where I was receiving CEUs, where I was getting value, that I would turn all this value around in my own community and then be asked to share it here at Adapt Your Life. I feel very blessed to share a little bit of my story and a little bit of what we're doing here, and hopefully I brought some value to you. I've challenged you to be the best version of yourself. And inch by inch is a cinch. You don't have to change all 4 categories. Find the one that you feel that you're personally most efficient in and just change one thing at a time. If you find yourself frowning or listening to negative music, smile. Surround yourself with funny things, cartoons, reading material. If you're not moving, this is my challenge, and you work a sit-down job, every time you use a restroom, because hopefully you're drinking enough water, when you go to the restroom, do 5 squats and 5 push-ups every time you get up from your desk, whether you're a teacher, an accountant, a baker, a doctor, whatever it is, get up and create that movement. And then again, let's get that bedtime set routine. Last and foremost, more importantly, get the pantry cleaned out. It's super hard this time of year, lots of holiday parties, but be the person who is inspiring, not the one who should have. I should have bought that healthy treat. I should have brought that fat bomb instead of that other thing in the package. Be the one that did, not the one that should have. So create a life that looks great to you. Write down 3 goals that you want to achieve by the New Year's. and then write down 3 obstacles that are real for you. Maybe it's time management, maybe it's your lifestyle. None of these really should be about finances, because you can find amazing foods at a discount price. You can move in your home, right? You can smile at yourself in the mirror. You can put funny apps on your phone, and we can all get to sleep. So I want to say thank you, and a big, big, big heart goes out to Glenn and Yale for asking me to help share and be a part of the Adapt Your Life community. I'm very blessed to have you supporting me on my mission here at Low Carb KC. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I look forward to hearing more from Adapt Your Life, and have an amazing day.